If you need something to write down, you have the scratch pad.
I'll let you write it down. I'll talk to him. So radio's right here?
Radio is the big one down here in the back. So what we're going to say is Orlando ground, Diamond 930 Papa Alpha, at Romeo 5. This is the spot that we're on. Over there is Romeo 7. This one here is Romeo 5. With information Kilo, request taxi for a northwest departure.
Okay. Orlando ground, Diamond Star November 930 Papa Alpha is at Romeo 7 with information Kilo requesting northwest departure. Apologies.
Diamond 930 Papa Alpha, Orlando Executive, ground runway 7 Alpha 7 taxi via Echo 4 Echo Alpha, cross runway 13.
Alpha 7 at runway 7, Echo 4 Echo Alpha,
Cross
13, 0 Papa Alpha.
Cool. So, quick briefing. What that means is straight ahead, you can see is Echo 4, left turn on Echo, right turn on Alpha. We are clear to cross runway 13, and then runway 7 Alpha 7. Okay, cool. And then release the parking brake. Any questions regarding taxi?
Nope, I'm good.
And then, we always have our safe taxi diagram here to confirm. One thing I also noticed when I started flying the Diamond, the radios are very clear.
Yes. I wish you could see what I'm used to flying.
Oh, I don't need to. I have plenty of hours. I've done my time in a 172 to deserve to fly this.
501 at Alpha 4, taxi to shelter.
November 501 Orlando Executive, ground taxi.
I've listened to live ATC here a lot.
Best app ever. Live ATC and YouTube.
And
yeah,
it's everything. Absolutely the best thing that I can only recommend to every single pilot out there. No matter what level. No, I started flying, I did my private on the 152.
Oh, did you?
Steam gauge only, no nothing in there, no GPS, no nothing.
Isn't there something to do with when need more rotor instead of brake? Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, you will need a little bit of power on the ground. Don't be shy.
Okay.
Just advance the power if it's needed.
And we're right turn here?
Yep. And we cleared to cross.
Do they ever use 1-3?
Rarely.
Yeah.
One 3 for landings only. For takeoff they don't do it. And since we're crossing we can turn all the lights here. Left side clear, right side clear. Yep. Yeah, like I said, only for landings. Takeoff, the Bravo over there starts at 900. They would probably bust the Bravo like 20 times a day if they were to take off on 1-3.
Yeah.
3-1, I've seen someone use it for landing. I've never seen someone use it for takeoff.
So just when you're crossing, you took off the
landing
position?
Yep.
She said straight to Alpha 7.
We can go to hold 1 or hold 2.
Okay.
So we have designated run-up areas here.
501 affirmative, right
so you can, first one here is as usual, it doesn't matter which one, you can go to 1.
Roger that, much obliged, Roger 1.
If it's busy to tell you go hold 1 or hold 2. And then obviously as usual you have the sign first, and then the taxiway that's being advertised on the sign is the one right behind it.
Okay,
cool. So you can set the parking brake to lock, give it 1 or 2 pumps to build up the pressure, and the checklist.
Parking brakes set, seat belts fastened, adjust.
One thing I actually haven't shown you yet, the adjustable backrest.
Yeah,
it goes all the way down.
He showed me that. I won't be using that.
So if you need to adjust it, like go a little bit further back or something, try it, see if there's a better position for you.
No, it's perfect.
Okay.
Front canopy closed and hatch, rear door.
We would also have a door open warning here.
Okay. Circuit breakers are all in. Yep. Electric elevator trim.
Yep. Just trim it a little bit, and then you can check down here if the trims, so use the electric one. Cool.
Okay.
And then the takeoff position will be the one down here. I personally like to trim with this one,
Trim here.
mainly because I don't even have one on the flight instructor side here.
Okay.
Another cool thing, when you adjust the power, I always have my arm rest on the trim. Because here's the thing, if you advance the power, usually you need a little bit of nose down trim. You can basically have your
Yeah,
arm
do
rest
it
on
one
it
thing.
and move it together with your arm.
Okay.
Same pull out power, just have your arm rest on it.
Excellent.
Just a little tip.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's see. Circuit breaker to other gen flaps.
Set for takeoff.
Set for takeoff. Flight controls.
Yep, just go around, full deflection everywhere, make sure that it's free and correct. Since
we're
Andrew
good.
just got back, I assume it is correct.
Yep. Power level, idle.
Yep.
MFD EIS.
Yep. Hit the engine button.
Engine instruments.
Yep, making sure everything is in the green besides of oil bar.
Okay.
It's always in the yellow. So mainly our coolant, because remember it's liquid cooled, our gearbox temperature, and our fuel temperature. All in the green.
Alright.
Motor switch. Now this is when we play a little bit around with the computer. Push it up and carefully down into the auto position. Sometimes it jumps over. Now what will happen is when you go down to B, you will feel a little bit of a shake. Go for it. Okay, back to auto. So what did that tell me? When we went up,
We were
there was
already on
nothing
A.
happening. We were on A.
Yeah.
We switched it down to B. The computer took over and switched it manually. We switched it manually
Right.
into the B mode. And that's when the shake is A, because the computer cannot take over at the exact same performance it is running at right now. And it's also to show us that it was changed.
It's changing.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So that was the ECU test?
Nope, there was the voter switch test. ECU test, push down the button and hold it. Keep it pushed. It will go up to 1800, feather, go down to idle, and then do the same again.
Let it go?
Nope, keep holding it. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Keep pushing it, keep pushing it. Now it goes onto the other computer, and we'll do the same again.
This is a joke, man. This
Now
is...
it's gonna feather the prop.
Come on.
Cool, let go of it. That's it. The plane just did 20,000 tests for you.
It sure did.
If there was anything wrong, it would tell us here.
Here's the money.
That's
All
it.
right.
We're basically ready for takeoff.
Okay, ECU test. Alright, so checklist is going away.
Yep.
I'm gonna get a sip of water.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Before we take off, one quick thing, we do have a flow.
Okay.
Our flow is trim, flaps, lights, fuel pump. It's the same flow for before takeoff, before landing, and after landing.
I need to pencil that down when we get down.
Super easy. One flow. Trim, flaps, lights, fuel pump.
Okay.
Trim, set for takeoff, flaps, set for takeoff, lights, everything on, fuel pump,
Everything on.
That's once we're cleared for takeoff.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know
And
of the
when
flow
does that
now.
pump go on?
Well, once we're cleared for takeoff.
Okay.
And then before landing, same flow, but this time flaps full, lights on, fuel pump on. After landing, trim back to neutral, flaps up, lights off, fuel pump off.
Okay.
Super easy flow.
Alright.
Cool. Release the parking brake, get us over there, and then we'll get this bird going. And then you can come to a stop just past this line here, just in case for some reason there's no one else coming. You can taxi up.
Alright.
When it's busy, I like to wait here, just in
Right.
case someone else can go first. And then we can
Boy, I love the
just stop
caster.
here. Yep. What do you say? What do you love?
I love the caster.
Like the way it
front wheel.
steers?
Yeah.
Alright. Some people have trouble with it at first, but I totally love it.
So, Orlando Tower, Cessna, November 930, Papa Alpha, is
Holding short, runway 7 at Alpha 7, ready for departure.
don't have to do our intentions. We're going to the northwest.
You already told ground.
Okay.
So what we can do now is go over to tower, and once he's off.
Alright, Roger, Buggy 461 will let you know all this.
Okay, Roger. November 8 Echo Golf, number 1, runway 7, clear touch and go, call rate terminus from the arrived Phenom.
Number 1 for touch and go, 8 Echo Golf.
Okay, engine.
And this is Steeljet 412, hold short of Alpha ground, point 4.
Short Alpha, ground point 4, Steeljet 412.
Can give him a call.
Orlando Tower, Diamond Star, November 930, Papa Alpha is holding short. Runway 7 at Alpha 7.
Diamond 930, Papa Alpha, Orlando Tower, wind 0807, left turn on course approved, runway 7 Alpha 7, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 7, 0 Papa Alpha.
Cool. And now we can do the floor. We set the trim, set for takeoff, flaps are good, landing light on, and then fuel pump on, pull it out, and go up. Yep, you got it.
Alright, Tower Buggy 461, yeah, if you could make that happen for us, we'll cancel IFR and go then 461.
Okay, Buggy 461, runway 7, clear touch and go. And just advise me you cancel your IFR on the go.
And once you land up and stabilized, gently advance the power.
Thank you.
Ready?
Yep, I'm good.
Feet on the pedals.
Yep, you will feel a lot of left turning tendency.
Oh, love
It's a
the
lot more
thrust.
power.
Okay, we're at 55, airspeed's alive.
10 o'clock.
We're at 60.
Yep, start pulling back.
Rotate. Boy. Beautiful. Look at that center line. Just everything I thought. This is the bomb, man.
It's a great plane. It is fantastic.
Okay, so at 300 feet, we're supposed to do something.
Yes. Flaps up.
Hey, is Murph working today?
We're above 72 knots.
Say again?
Is Murph working?
You feel the lift loss.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, I'm not understanding. Say it one more time.
Never
Okay,
mind.
I'm going to pitch for 88.
82 knots is good.
Not here today.
He's a legend now.
Yeah, I heard.
So now at 500 feet, gently reduce the power. Bring it back very gently.
That was a lot of fun watching that one.
Yes, I was dying laughing. Murph's a good guy.
See how much it reduced already? So bring it back to 90. A little bit less. There we go, perfect. And now we can turn off the fuel pump. Okay. And the left turn out. And you can level off at 1,400 feet. The Bravo here starts at 1,600.
Okay.
So we have a nice 200 feet buffer. Flies a lot different to 172, doesn't it?
I'm gobsmacked. That's a good thing.
And you can turn a little bit more and then we'll head towards the big lake out there.
See the seagull?
Yeah.
Oh man, this is nice.
It's a great cross-country plane. I could go a little more to the left actually. Wait until we're out of the bumps. It's gonna fly you better. If you fly this plane early in the morning or late at night, it is so incredibly stable. Right now I just like to keep the power at 90% so we're getting away from the Orlando area. It should give us about 130 knots in a bit. Airspeed is building up right now.
Thermals.
Buggy 461, you're number 1, runway 7, clear.
We're already at 130 knots.
And
And even at maximum power we're only burning 8.1 gallons.
Number 1, runway.
Which we never fly at 90% unless we really have to go somewhere.
Lake Virginia 1000.
Have you spec'd out all of your emergency landing places around here? Doesn't look like there's many.
There sure isn't.
I used to practice a lot of engine outs over St. Augustine and on the sim.
That's a Bravo frequency change approved, 0 Papa Alpha, see you in a bit.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries.
Turn that up. Can you take it for a second? Your plane.
Yep, my controls. I also turned up the volume here.
Yeah, okay.
I still had it a little bit low.
Second south, 8 Echo
My
Golf.
plane.
Your controls?
My plane.
Controls. Just like another minute or so, and then we're outside the 1600, and we can go up to 1800 feet.
Oh, you want to stay at 1600?
For right now, yes. So we still have, you can stay at this altitude until we're outside the Bravo. It's a little bit of a interesting situation here with the airspace around it.
Right. This was the volume right here?
Slightly here. Yes, so we have the volume here. And we're about to be out just like another couple seconds here.
Love it.
Yep, and now we can go up to 1800. Bravo starts at 2000 out here. I always like to keep, like I said, 200 feet buffer for safety reasons.
God, this thing just cruises.
Alright, we're gonna maintain 1800 here for a minute, and then I'm gonna show you something cool with the autopilot. Are you familiar with flight level change?
Only from watching it on YouTube.
Could you?
I mean, you punch it in.
It maintains the airspeed.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No, I'm not that familiar with it.
But you've heard of it.
Yeah.
Right now it's a little bit, shaky and everything. Once we reduce the power a little bit and we get up higher, it's gonna be so much more smooth.
Birds.
Yeah. A bunch of them always. So, what we're gonna do now is dial in 3500 with the altitude. The small one is selecting the hundreds, the big one is selecting the thousands.
Where should I be seeing that?
Over here.
3000 what?
500.
Hi, Bucky 461, we'd like to cancel IFR.
Bucky 461 IFR cancellation received.
Okay, now hit the flight level change button.
Correct VFR, left on course approved, Bucky
And now
461, thanks man.
you're gonna select 100 knots out here with the nose up and nose down. So hit the nose up until you see 100 out there.
We'll maintain with you 461.
Executive Tower Track 381, my Bravo Horn, Sherman 17, Alpha 7, right signal.
Got 381 by Bravo, Alpha Tower, wind 0403, make left close traffic, runway 7, Alpha 7, for
And now you're gonna hit the heading button, center. And now what you're gonna do is you bring the plane into the command bars. And once it's in there, you can push autopilot. Or once it's close to it, yep, push it now. Okay, now we establish an autopilot. Center it again with the heading bar.
Center what?
Just push it in. And now hit the heading bar. So now we're maintaining the heading. Yep, that's good. And now what's gonna happen is the plane will climb us up to 3,500 feet, maintaining 100 knots, and the heading we selected right now. You can go a little bit to the right here with the heading, give it like a 300 heading. Once you start twisting it, you will see a heading bug show up. Like a 300 heading, that should be good.
Second Tower, 8 Echo Golf, requesting base.
8 Echo Golf, base of discretion is to touch golf, full stop.
Full stop.
Come on, man.
And it's perfectly manning the 100 knots.
Number 1, runway 7, clear to land.
Look, man, no hands.
Yeah. 8 Echo Golf.
One thing you still do have to do is push a little bit, right rudder. So you see this little bar below the triangle?
Yeah.
That's our turn coordinator. So during the climb mode, you still have to push a little bit of right around to get out that tiny bit more performance.
Can we set a rudder trim?
Not in this one, the 42S rudder trim. So another cool feature, it also has VNAV descent. VNAV descent, what that means is the plane will automatically descend for you.
And Tower Bookie 46.
You don't have to do anything. So the way we do that, flight plan.
We're done messing around.
Origin, Orlando, yeah. Destination, we're gonna select Leesburg right now, which is Kilo Lima Echo Echo.
Alright, outside the Bravo, maintain
Echo Leesburg.
1,500 over to approach.
No runway at Leesburg. We could select a runway now, and it would give us a visual approach if we needed to. But no runway right now. I want to get to Leesburg. That's an ELT. Yep. Interesting. So I want to get to Leesburg at 1,000 feet. Enter. MSL. And now it shows me a top of descent. Right. Going back to the page here. What we're gonna do now is flight plan, Leesburg, direct, enter, enter. Nav mode. And now it's going directly to Leesburg. See how now that we're leveled off higher altitude, how smooth it gets up here? Now we have our top of descent out here. That's a little bit far away right now, let's get a little bit closer. Let's say I want to get there at 2,000 feet. Maybe that makes it better. Here's 500. Okay, so now it's a little bit closer. It's currently covered up here by the plane that's right there, but it's over there. So in the meantime, what we're gonna do, what I can show you is our range. Right now we have, give or take, 12, 13 gallons available. We can safely make it to the Georgia border before our engine quits. That's our reserve. The green one is our where the engine quits. We are at max continuous power. So now bring it back to 75%. Very gentle with the power settings. And also the air vents are currently open. Once we close these, it gets a little bit quieter. See how our range extends?
Yes.
Now we can already make it to Carolinas. And we're still cruising at 135 knots. So 12 gallons.
Vertical track.
Vertical track available. What we're gonna do now is select a lower altitude and hit VNAV. Now it's already selected. Oops, sorry. All good. So now it has captured, it has informed us that it's about to intercept the top of descent. We had to select a lower altitude, and you can see our glide path coming in here.
Where's that? Oh,
see that purple arrow coming down a little bit. And currently, by the way, this is our normal cruise power setting, 6 gallons an hour. Oh, 6.2.
Beautiful.
And see how beautifully it's cruising up here?
Yeah.
So it's about to descend. Now it's been activated.
Yep.
And the plane starts to descend. What the plane is going to do now, I said I want to be at Leesburg at 500 feet. The moment we reach Leesburg, we're
at 1,000 feet.
I selected 500, so we intercepted a little bit earlier.
Okay.
Because otherwise it would have been like another mile or so.
Right.
And it tells me until how much longer it is until we reach it. It's calculating me descent rates. And it's also showing me a fuel that we have remaining when we land, estimated time en route, and landing at 1:33 p.m. That's the G1000 NXI for you. Alrighty, what you can do is disconnect the autopilot.
Temporarily or?
No, just hit the red button.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And make a little bit of a U-turn here. And you can level off here at 3,000 feet as well.
Right, I think I'm going to go to the right because
Sure.
less clouds.
Absolutely.
Level off at what?
3,000.
Okay.
Gonna be doing some maneuvers. I just wanted to show you the autopilot first.
Why am I losing? Losing altitude.
Oh, you were pitching down quite a bit.
Am I?
Yep. So now, since we're not using the autopilot anymore, we hit the flight director button. See how now, if you now turn the autopilot on, it will maintain exactly what you're doing. So now, to turn it off, we hit that one again.
So it's denoted by that pink
Yes.
chevron?
The pink chevron is our command bar, flight director.
Oh,
That's what the autopilot is following.
Up to gaining altitude.
All good. Let's maintain this altitude. That's good.
313 Romeo Whiskey, Orlando Executive
So,
Tower. Actually,
let's get you a little bit used to a couple turns. Fly like a regular turn, not a steep turn, just a regular turn. You know, get a feeling for the plane.
All right. I just can't get over the visibility.
It's not gonna get old. You'll never get over it. It will always fascinate. I'm still sitting in this plane thinking, oh wow, this is just awesome. And I'm not trying to sell this plane. This is generally, I love the Diamonds. It's just such a fantastic plane.
And you've flown the 42?
I've actually not. I've been in the 42, but I have not flown it myself. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same.
Right.
A little bit nicer, a little bit faster, even more stable. So now, something how we can cheat a little bit in this plane. You see this green ball dancing around?
Yes.
If this green ball is lined up with the attitude indicator here, this white line, we are perfectly straight and level. So if you fly a steep turn, and this ball
Just
is lined
keep
up
it.
with it, you're perfect.
3 Romeo Whiskey, turn left hand.
Talking about steep turn, if you want,
Orlando departure.
give it a little bit more bank.
5 over to departure. We'll see you 3
Maintain this altitude. And just put in a little bit of a steeper bank. Get used to the picture. Just remember, don't rely too much on what's inside here. Our eyes still need to be outside, but we can use that as a reference. See how with the ball centered, you're dead on. And also one little tip, when you fly the plane, don't have like a dead grip on it. Very gentle. 3, 4 fingers, very gentle. Now, let's slow it down a little bit and bring it into a slow flight. So gently bring back the power, maybe to like 20%. And we maintain altitude here, 3,800 feet.
You said 20%?
Yep, around 20%. Something that will slow us down. Alright, so below 110, we can set the flaps to 10. So drop it 1 notch.
Where's my speed? Right here,
Yeah.
110. Okay.
Speed, altitude, vertical speed.
Okay.
Now below 98, set flaps to full. And now keep maintaining altitude until the stall warning horn comes on. Once that comes on, we're gonna increase the speed by 5 knots by introducing more power.
But noise cancellation might,
No, you will hear it. Oh, that's the fuel pump.
that was the fuel pump?
That's the fuel pump, yeah.
That's not the stall warning?
And then 1 Mike Bravo.
That's the automatic fuel pump.
Clear touching go, runway 7, 1 Mike Bravo.
Should come on at like 50, high 50s, mid 50s. I guess today it doesn't like to come on. There we go, 54 knots. So what we're doing now is we're going to be flying the plane at 60 knots for slow flight. Because the new...
Why am I getting...
That's the turbo.
Turbo?
It's
okay.
the computer trying to catch up with the changes.
Alright.
So bring the plane to 60 knots.
Tower, Bucky 542, we're 11 miles to the
So
west.
3,700 feet is fine. And 60 knots. What we're going to be doing is slow flight.
542,
Okay.
Pitch for airspeed, power for altitude. What that means is we're a little bit fast, so we gotta pitch up. If we're gaining altitude, we gotta reduce some of the power.
Power for altitude, pitch for speed.
Yep.
Bucky 542.
Now what I want you to do is bring the plane into a position where you can take your hands off. Trim the plane.
At 60, you said?
Yes. 60 knots. Trim the plane for a position where you can just let go of it and the plane does its thing. The right thing, not just anything. Not bad, not bad.
Towers, Skyhawk 734, Julie Kilo. 10
Remember to adjust the trim, wait a few seconds, see how the plane reacts, and then correct if needed. But the plane needs to first find needs to stabilize itself in the new trim position.
4 Julie Kilo, coming
So nose down a little bit.
Base for left traffic.
Don't worry, even if the plane is not going to stall out of the sky.
Correction on my part. Make left traffic, join the left downwind for runway 7.
4 Julie Kilo, left traffic for left downwind for runway 7.
A little bit nose down. See how the plane has a tendency to pitch up? Let's
Yeah.
give it a little bit of nose down trim.
Okay, so I've been trimming the wrong way.
Oh,
I've been trimming up.
oh,
There we go.
that may help.
Yeah.
Alrighty, give me a very shallow left 360. Actually make a 90-degree turn, heading 060. Very shallow, very gentle. Keep the plane at 60 knots. Make it a 030 heading. Okay, now what I want you to do is pitch the nose down, and we're going to transition from here into a power off stall. So pitch the nose down a little bit, and now bring the power gently back to idle. Okay, now we're going to let it stabilize here.
To confirm left day runway 17.
Now we're gently going to pitch it up.
Bucky 542.
You want to do the first one?
Say again, please.
What's that? Yep, just pitch up. We're going to put it in a stall so you can kind of see what the plane feels like in a
One
stall.
more time, sir. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little static in your radio.
Oh, you can bring it to a full stall. Don't worry.
Just to confirm, it's the left face to runway 7, Bucky 542.
Bucky 542.
Pitch up, don't worry,
affirmative, sir.
don't worry.
You're going to be number 2 following a Skyhawk in the downwind.
We're in a fully established stall right now, and we're still able to control the plane. Do you see that? I can still use the yoke a little bit. Fully established in the stall.
Amazing.
Alright, you can recover. Pitch down a little bit, full power. Awesome. Flaps up to 10 right away. And then we wait for 72 knots and a positive rate of climb. And a little bit of right rudder here. Just a little bit pitch down so we can get more airspeed. Right, A little bit more nose down here for a second. Above 72, flaps coming up, we'll feel lift loss. There it is. And you can reduce the power to 60%.
Left base, runway 7, clear.
See how it's very sensitive at the upper end of the throttle?
Clear touch and go, Bucky 542 following the Skyhawk, runway 7.
Then I think Andrew has the plane at 2 for his showing, if I remember correctly.
Start head back.
Yeah, I would say so. So what we can do here now, to help you out a little bit, nearest, and now scroll down until you see Orlando, with the big one. To the right. Keep scrolling with the right one.
This one?
The big one to the right. So the big outer knob.
Yeah, that's what I was on.
Yep, to the right.
Number 945, Mike Charlie.
And now direct.
Executive Tower, Skyhawk, 945 Mike
enter.
Charlie, 10 miles left with 87
And one more time.
kilo, inbound for landing.
Now you have your direct towards Orlando. And you can bring the altitude down to 2500.
Do you have to trim it or anything?
945 Mike Charlie, exec tower, enter left base, runway 7. Is this full stop?
Do we put in the altitude? We'll get into it later.
We'll join left base, runway 7,
So
945 Mike
yeah,
Charlie.
take out a little bit of power and a right turn towards Orlando.
Number 4 Juliet Kilo, you're number 2 following traffic on a 1 mile left base.
What was your question with the altitude?
So is autopilot engaged or?
No.
Okay.
It's not. You can pitch the nose down a little bit so we can start our descent. We're about 17.7 miles away right now from Orlando. Let's see if the weather has changed.
On ground control. 121.4. Use caution for increased bird activity
I love
on
this
and in the
airplane.
vicinity of the airport. Read back all runway, hold short
And a little bit more to the right, and start losing altitude.
Where's it at?
Over there.
Oh,
You
is
can
it?
also
Oh,
see
there's
here
the city.
you can also see the line here.
Orlando Executive Airport Information Kilo 1653.
Still the same. You can lose altitude, so just pitch down.
For now, no delay.
See how we're like maintaining right now? So pitch it down, trim it a little bit down.
Number 1 Mike Bravo, traffic to follow.
And now another cool thing. Do you see this line that's jumping around? It's what we call the banana.
Okay.
It shows you where you would reach the selected altitude at the current descent rate.
2-1 departure, Friday Arrival Cherokee.
Since we are like changing our pitch right now, it's gonna be a little bit different, but it shows us exactly where we will reach our selected altitude. So if you're ever wondering like, oh, am I gonna be able to make it? Well, you just look at the banana.
Okay.
Right now, pretty stabilized here at 550 feet. And we're gonna hit her right there.
And the banana represents the altitude that we...
Yes, so the banana says we're gonna be reaching 2,500 feet right there.
Okay.
Based
When did
on
we
the
set
current-
that 2,500?
Up here.
Okay.
We set that one with our... Now, if you look at this one now, if I change this, obviously the banana is changing as well because we're selecting different altitudes. Let's see if that ELT is still on.
1653 Zulu. Wind variable at 3.
Behind them, you can turn westbound.
It's pretty loud and active.
Behind the traffic on we'll turn behind them, 560 Alpha.
Number 4 Juliet Kilo, you're number 1 now, runway 7 clear to land.
4 Juliet Kilo, runway 7 clear to land.
Number 1 Mike Bravo.
If you want more or less air, we have the actual air vents here.
I'm good.
And then there's also a tiny air vent back here as well. And then obviously our 2 vents up here. Plenty of air vents in this plane.
November 5 Mike Charlie for sequence fly southbound. You'll be
So what
following
you
a
can do
King Air
now
on
is
a 8 mile
go
straight
on direct.
Alright, fly southbound, 5 Mike Charlie.
And now hit enter, enter to recenter the direct towards Orlando. And now you can literally just follow this line.
I was going to set us up, you know, a few miles out.
Ah.
Is this going straight to the
All good.
airport?
He will tell us most likely a left base.
Number 5 Mike Charlie, give me 20 degrees right, and that King Air will be 12 o'clock in 3 miles.
Alright, 20 degrees right for you, 5 Mike Charlie.
And Private Orange 406 upon holding short runway 7 at Alpha 8, ready to go.
Private Orange 406, exec tower, roger, working on your release.
1 Mike Bravo, we're being the numbers.
Number 1 Mike Bravo, extend you down 1.
Start reducing it to 2,000. Basically the same climb out that we just did before. when leaving the airport. Now we're going to be doing the same with step down approach.
Okay.
So coming out, we kind of climbed the ladder. Now we're like
2 miles, have them in sight.
stepping down on there.
5 Mike Charlie.
5 Mike Charlie, follow that traffic, caution wake turbulence, continue.
And then once we're at 10 miles, we can give him a call that we're currently 10 miles to the northwest with Kilo for a full stop.
Number 2, clear to land.
Clear to land. 5 Romeo Whiskey.
1 Mike Bravo, I got departures and a faster moving twin, King Air on a 5 mile final, just extend, and I'll call your traffic to follow.
Extend, you'll call traffic, follow 1 Mike Bravo.
Are we on, yeah, we're
Yep, we're on tower.
Number 60 Alpha, just continue westbound. That traffic off your left is in the pattern, so just fly.
Once he responded to him.
270 for now.
What's that?
And,
yeah,
once the person responded to him.
Heading 270, 60 Alpha.
Yep.
Arrow 55906, 1400, that's the power plant.
Number 55906, exec tower, enter downwind.
Yeah, a couple birds out there.
906, left to 7.
Number 4 Juliet Kilo, left turn, Alpha 6, ground point 4.
4 Juliet Kilo, left turn, Alpha 6, ground point 4.
Orlando Tower, Diamond Star November 930 Papa Alpha is about 10 miles northwest of the airport with information Kilo looking for a full stop.
Number 930 Papa Alpha, exec tower, continue inbound for a, just fly southbound for a 5 mile straight in, runway 7.
5 miles straight in for runway 70 Papa Alpha.
Full stop or pattern?
Full stop.
Nice job on the radios. Let's head southbound, which you can also see out here.
Right.
Well, at the tower,
What he wants to do is a 5 mile final because it's a little bit busy. We can maintain 1500 feet here. 5 miles final is around, you see those 2 lakes?
Okay.
If you head towards those 2 lakes, that's about a 5 mile final.
Okay.
November 1 Mike Bravo, traffic off your left to Skyhawk.
Yeah.
Traffic side 1 Mike Bravo.
All over the place up there.
Follow that traffic.
Yeah, pretty much.
Confirm 1 Mike Bravo.
Number 5 Mike Charlie, continue, traffic will be in position,
There's a bunch of traffic here. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
We'll
planes.
continue 5 Mike Charlie.
This thing is also...
Oh, the black marks.
Yeah. So I can see where they're heading to. I can see what altitude they're at.
Foxtrot Hotel ready for takeoff, runway 7, Alpha 7.
And actually, I'll just change it now. Number 0 Papa Alpha, flight suggest heading of 140. I've got traffic 12 o'clock and 11 o'clock and 3 miles westbound, Cherokee.
1400 Papa Alpha.
So,
Private
here's our heading
runway 7, full Alpha, or full
a little bit more to the
runway
left.
traffic is a Skyhawk 3 mile.
Maybe we can introduce a little bit more power.
7, negative.
Number 5 Romeo Whiskey, left Alpha 3 or 4, ground point 4.
Okay, left the Alpha 3 ground.
Number 0 Papa Alpha, that traffic's 12 o'clock and 2 miles. Have them in sight.
Inside 0 Papa. You see him?
Number
Yep.
0 Papa Alpha, pass behind that traffic and then rejoin the left base for runway 7. You're number 3 to the field.
Number 3 to the field behind the traffic 0 Papa Alpha.
Private Orange 406, stand by.
So we're going behind this guy.
Number 5
Yep.
Romeo Whiskey, exit the runway, please.
Roger. Orlando Bucky 542, South.
Yeah, we're a little bit low.
Bucky 542,
Yeah, we
continue
can
that
increase the
downwind.
altitude a little bit.
Continue downwind, Bucky 542.
Then we're gonna go just right off downtown here.
Private Orange 406,
You want
runway
me to get
7,
behind him?
fly, heading 0.
No, we're gonna be crossing behind him.
Oh, I see, okay.
But we're going right here off downtown.
Alpha, remain outside the Bravo, frequency change,
And
please.
then basically once we are,
Outside the Bravo,
it's a wide
60 Alpha.
left base that we're currently doing.
Woo! All over the
0
place.
Papa Alpha, traffic that follows 12 o'clock and 2 miles, Cherokee.
Looking for traffic 0 Papa Alpha. I don't see him.
Number 5 Mike Charlie, runway 7, clear to land.
Traffic inside 0 Papa Alpha.
5 Mike Charlie.
Number 1 Mike Bravo, number 2, follow that Skyhawk ahead of you, clear touch and go.
Good catch.
All Sky, confirm it's clear, touching air, runway 7, 1 Bravo.
November 0 Papa Alpha, fly southbound.
Southbound 0 Papa Alpha.
Lucky 542, traffic 1 o'clock and 2 miles is a diamond turning southbound, give them in sight.
Roger, traffic is inside, Bucky 542.
542, follow that traffic.
Following that.
Oh, I see him out there.
Number 0 Papa Alpha, traffic 10 o'clock, 2 miles westbound, Cherokee's going to follow you.
Inside traffic. Site 0 Papa Alpha.
Papa Alpha number 3, follow Skyhawk on a 2 mile straight in, runway 7, clear to land.
Number 3 following Skyhawk in sight. Runway 7 0 Papa Alpha.
Found traffic off the departure end.
Very good job on the radios.
Northeast.
Thank you, sir. Instinct.
906, we can take a right.
You can reduce the power a little bit. Maybe give it to like, go like 30%.
Right down runway 7.
And then we can start.
7 below 800.
Same altitude.
No factor inside.
1 mile.
You can set the flaps to 10. Once you reduce a little bit more airspeed,
Westbound Cessna, they're going to pass behind you.
set the flaps to 10.
On the 055 heading.
Order departure, thank you.
Hey, it got busy real quick here. Huh?
Orlando,
Yeah, I like it.
just to confirm, we're number 13, runway 7.
Who was that confirming? 1 Mike Bravo.
Bucky 542.
And 0 Papa Alpha is number 2.
You're following the diamond on Bucky 542, thank you.
Lucky 542, you're following the diamond off your left.
Sorry, I got the diamond right now. I just did a 360 turn.
What are the winds? What are the winds?
5 Mike Charlie, ground point 4.
Ground point 4, 5 Mike Charlie.
We check.
Wind 08088.
028. Straight down the runway.
542, number 3.
Pretty much.
That diamond, you can turn base, clear to land. Or correction, clear touch and go.
Okay, I'm at 98.
Clear touch and go, following the diamond.
When do we go full flaps?
Reduce the power a little bit.
You're down when you're going to follow a Cherokee on a 3-mile right
So
base.
we're gonna be looking for 75 knots on final.
Left base, sorry, left base.
So now we're below 98 knots. Flaps comes to full. Okay, fuel pump comes on. You will notice how the plane is gonna slow down. Like, you feel how it slows down?
Yeah.
That last notch of flaps is nothing but a brake.
Executive Tower, this is November.
So looking for 75 knots on final.
Runway
And,
7 at Alpha 7 at hold 1.
Like we said earlier, keep the power in. Reduce it, but don't go to idle. You can literally touch down with the power on.
Okay. Foxtrot Hotel, did I miss a ready
A
call?
little bit more power.
So we're ready to go Alpha 7.
Okay, let me get your release. I got a couple on final. I'll get you going as soon as I can.
A little bit more power.
Problem hold short, runway 7 Alpha 7, Foxtrot Hotel.
Number 906, there's traffic short final, and then behind them is a Cherokee.
Maybe like
The first
50%.
one's a Diamond, the second one's a Cherokee. You're following the Cherokee.
906, point to the Cherokee.
50% you said?
Yeah. Whatever gives us 75 knots. It's a heavy airplane. Alright, we can reduce the power a little bit to keep the 75.
Number 906, that Cherokee's 1 o'clock, 2 miles.
906, still looking.
You can gently bring the power back a little bit, but not to idle. A little bit more. Okay.
Number 906, just continue that downwind. I'll call your
Can't
base.
go
I'm going to get one
to
departure outside
idle
your
now.
level.
Okay, roger that. Got the plane in short.
All the way to idle.
Number 906, roger. Just continue on that downwind. I'll call your base. Traffic Skyhawk will be in position.
Roger that. We'll wait for your call.
Not bad, not bad. We will take
0 Papa Alpha. No delay to Alpha 3 or 4, ground point 4, please.
Going to ground at Alpha 30 Papa Alpha.